Every society, no matter what society it is, what point in history we're talking about here, has a social shame system. Remember, shame is not a bad thing. It can be, but shame is very beneficial. It's a good thing. It lets you know these are the acceptable behaviors, and more importantly, these are the unacceptable behaviors. It's important that your society, our society, has a social shame system that is a good system, because there are bad ones too. For instance, the one we have in America, America's social shame system. You see, Roe versus Wade, 50 years ago, Roe versus Wade gets passed. And what that did was it made it so women have the right to kill their babies in this country. And as soon as they got that right, our culture, which was beginning to lose its way really hardcore about 50 years ago, that's really, honestly, probably 60, 70 years ago is really when we lost our mind. But as soon as women got that right to kill their baby, the culture itself began to flip its social shame system upside down. And here's what I mean. If you're a woman who wants to kill your unborn baby, whether or not you've even done it or not, I realize many women have. But so again, this may be offensive, but I don't care. This is not your mom's show. If you're a woman who wants to abort your baby, that should automatically be embarrassing for you and shameful. It should be. Look, in a good society, it should be. If you're a woman, you want to kill it, you should be looking over your shoulder. No one's looking, am I? Hey, hold on, let me get on my cell phone. Hey, you don't see what I'm doing, right? Let me figure out where I can kill it. And then if you do go kill that baby, the social shame system in your society should be such that you don't want anybody to find out for fear of your reputation. Oh my goodness, what if everyone knows? What if I'll be ostracized? Your social shame system in a society should work that way. But ever since Roe versus Wade, our social shame system over time has completely flipped upside down, where women now feel completely comfortable routinely going on television, bragging about the baby and how many babies they've killed. Our social shame system is so completely upside down that instead of hiding in the dark, looking on her phone where to get one, women will run to the television set. They'll put it on Instagram. Yeah, just killed my third, time to go out. Our social shame system is upside down because it's run by the demons now. And killing an unborn baby is a horrible thing to do. And I want you to know, if you have done it, I'm not judging you because I've done horrible things in my life, but it's terrible. It's unspeakably bad. And I realize that for general elections, because our social shame system may be a little flipped upside down for elections, general elections, this issue may be a loser for us for a while. But believe me when I tell you, we cannot compromise on this issue, nor should we be interested in compromising on this issue.
Mr. President, I want to give voters who are going to be weighing in on this election a very clear sense of where you stand on this.
I think they're all going to like me. I think both sides are going to like me.
What's going to have to happen
is you're going to have to
this question,
listen.
Please.
You're asking me a question. What's going to happen is you're going to come up with a number of weeks or months. You're going to come up with a number that's going to make people happy.
Yeah, no, you're not. No, you're not. You're not. You know what number would make me happy? Just so we know what the goals are here. My number is 0. 0 children in the United States of America aborted before they have a chance at life. That's my number. And here's something else that's crazy. It's the only acceptable number to me. If you even asked me to meet you at 1, okay, Jesse, stop being ridiculous. Let's just abort 1. I still would say no. That's my number. That's the number that would make me happy. The demons, their number is infinite, unlimited. Their number is unlimited. And do you think there's going to be some compromise there? There's not going to be compromise there. There will be victory or there will be defeat. There will not be anything that compromises, that makes everyone happy, that makes sure everyone moves on. No, Democrats are on camera. Forget about how they voted. They've all voted for abortion all 3 months, including right before birth. But forget about that. They're on camera asserting their belief. There should be no restrictions.
Or any restrictions on abortion?
I don't. I've always believed...
Even in the third trimester?
I believe that choice is between a woman, her doctor, and a God if she prays to one.
You would veto any law with any limit on abortion?
I would veto any additional restrictions on abortion that are sent to my desk as governor, yes.
Where it's obvious that a woman is about to give birth, she has physical signs that she is about to give a birth. Would that still be a point at which she could request an abortion if she was so certified?
My bill would allow that, yes.
If a mother is in labor, I can tell you exactly what would happen. The infant would be delivered. The infant would be kept comfortable. The infant would be resuscitated if that's what the mother and the family desired. And then a discussion would ensue between the physicians and the mothers.
There's no compromise with that. There's no deal that'll make them happy and me happy and everyone's happy and we've all kind of moved on. We're all just being happy. No, that's not going to happen. We're going to be a pro-life nation because we're going to adjust our social shame system. And on this issue, and all of them, but especially this issue, the social shame system should be 1,000% on our side. Not just because the basic facts are with us. You don't have to approach this issue from any kind of a religious perspective. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. But the basic facts about life and when it begins, everything is on our side. And everything is against them. Talk about a ripe win for the social shame system. Their point of view is so horrific. Aborting a baby right when it's about to be born, it's so horrific that if you went back to most barbaric societies throughout the history of mankind, we're talking cannibals and stuff like that. If you went to most barbaric societies in history and you explained to them the Democrat position on abortion, they would be freaking mortified that anybody could be that monstrous. And yet that's the Democrat position. They cannot defend it. Even Dome went on TV. She practically turned into a gymnast, twisted herself into knots trying to defend it.
So what is it that you believe? I mean, what week of pregnancy should abortion access be cut off?
We need to restore the protections of Roe versus Wade.
But does it need to be specific in terms of defining and where that guarantee goes up to and where it does not? At which week of pregnancy?
We need to put back in place the protections of Roe versus Wade.
You know why I'm asking you this question, though, because
we're not trying to do anything that did not exist before June of last year.
It wasn't crafted into law. And that's why I'm asking you for the specifics there, because Republicans say the lack of a precise date in cutting it off. You know this. They say that allows Democrats to perform abortions up until, birth.
Which is ridiculous.
Which is statistically not accurate.
And it's ridiculous.
I understand
and it's a mischaracterization of the point. No, the point is... But
do you need to be more precise?
Listen to that communist apparatchik reporter even trying to give her a soft landing. Oh, those Republicans, they're being so ridiculous. And they're saying you want to abort it up till birth. So what is the point? And Dome, even then, she can't answer. She won't answer. Why won't she answer? Because Dome knows something the American right does not know. Dome knows that the social shame system should be 100% against her. That because of the facts on the ground, the social shame system should make her embarrassed of her position. She knows that. The American right doesn't. The American right still thinks like Nancy Mace.
What do you think that some of these very restrictive court decisions and bills that are being passed by state legislatures will mean for your party when it comes to re-election in 2024?
It's going to mean more losses. I'm in a bellwether district, and I see the pulse of everyday Americans on both sides of the aisle, men and women alike, and they are not with us. They're not with the extreme far right, crazy nut jobs that want to take this, that want to go to these extreme places. I mean, there are people out there advocating for women not to have access to birth control. Like, what the hell are you talking about? Do you want to lose every race or just a few races? It's really baffling to me. And women are not going to vote for us if this is the stance that we're going to take. We're going to continue to lose lots of races. You can be conservative and find solutions where most people can agree with you. But if we don't do that, we're going to suffer some major losses in 24. It's going to be a bloodbath. I believe it's going to be a dogfight. And I don't think we know what's coming.
Yeah. After all, when you're talking about the life of a precious unborn baby that's about to be dismembered, you better consider elections, of course.